doing tonight. So probably all of you are thinking right now, what in the heck are you doing back here? Well, I'm back here because at our 50th year reunion, the graduating class of 1963 decided that we'd like to come back and tell you what we've learned over the past 50 years and also give away some money to help fund education of graduating seniors. So what we really learned boils down to two words, really: success and adversity. So what is success? We really think that it is leading a purposeful life. It's not really measured in how many dollars you make over your life. You know when you're leading a purposeful life when you wake up every morning and you're excited about what you're going to do, because you're on a path to something that is giving you a lot of satisfaction. You're bringing joy to others, and along the way, you're creating a group of people that's happy. You're becoming a leader. Adversity, though, we don't seek out adversity, but we all get it. You can't avoid it. The only way to overcome it is to stay on that path to success, and you'll get through it. So let's start by talking about Bob Brandon. This is his 1963 graduating picture. He was the student body president, the senior class president. He was my friend, and at the reunion we all discovered he was everybody's friend in the whole class. We think he was everybody's friend in the entire school. He loved to serve people. One of the things that he did that his mother talked about was he mowed the lawn of a widow that lived down the street on Virginia Avenue where he grew up. He didn't take any money from it. And what they would do after he finished mowing the lawn, they would sit and have lemonade. So he wasn't there really to mow the lawn. He was there to give companionship to a widow. And that's what builds a strong community. After graduation at Redlands College, he went on to OCS and became an ensign in the Navy. And in 1969, he was on the Frank Evans. And he was part of a group they were shelling Vietnam in the war zone, and then called to a 40-man exercise that was going on in support of an aircraft carrier, an Australian aircraft carrier. During the shift change, there was a problem. The aircraft carrier cut across the bow of the Frank Evans, and Bob was one of 74 people that went down on the ship. It was never found. He was lost at sea. That's how he got to be on this Wall of Honor at Paramount High School. This is another member of the class of 1963. This is retired Colonel and medical doctor Bob Petzel. He grew up on Andy Street and went to Collins School. During high school, his dad died, and he had to work in a donut shop after school just to get enough money to support himself during high school. But Bob was very inquisitive. He was smart, and he was really fast. He was a super fast runner. After high school, he went to college, got married, was a little behind, and got drafted into the Army. When he was in the Army, he distinguished himself in anything that had to do with speed. He was number one. And that led to him being noticed. He did the same thing in artillery school. And finally they said, hey, how would you like to be an officer? You can go to OCS. And he said, okay, I'll take that opportunity. He did that. While he was in Vietnam, he got cholera. And he was in the hospital for some time. He was very sick. And a lot of the people that were providing service to him, he was so inquisitive, they said, you know, you ought to be a doctor. And he said, you know, that sounds like a good idea. So after he was discharged, he stayed in the Army Reserve. He used the GI Bill to graduate from Long Beach State College. And once he graduated, he went back into the military, the Army. They paid for his MD. and he went to school and came out, and he was a doctor. Along the way, he married Kitty from the class of 1965. They had 6 children. And after, while working as a doctor, she contracted cancer and died. So here's a single guy with 6 kids. Shortly thereafter, he met another woman. They got married. They had 2 more kids. As this was going on, he went back to the Army and said, you know, I would really like to get a degree in public health. Will you do that for me? They said, sure, you're going to have to stay in a little longer. So they sent him to Johns Hopkins. So he came out. After 30 years, he was the head of public health wherever he was assigned. And he was also the commanding officer of all the hospitals in the Army. So these are 2 examples of people that lived in the same houses that you all live in, that went to the same schools that you lived in. And I think that tells you a bit about what you have to do to overcome obstacles. And we're happy to address you as this is the largest graduating class in the state of California. So we want to give you a little advice, and we also want to present the following 6 scholarships. Thank you.